The first time I flew business class within Europe on Lufthansa, I expected what that means here in the States. A separate cabin, a wide leather seat, extra legroom. Instead, I found an ordinary economy row where they'd simply blocked off the middle seat. The empty seat was the product. And now United Airlines is betting Americans will pay for that same nothing. They just announced they'll sell you a guaranteed empty middle seat. Here's what makes this genuinely clever. The middle seat is the worst inventory on the entire airplane. No solo traveler has ever chosen one voluntarily. It's the seat you take when there's nothing else left. And United just turned it into a premium product people will pay months in advance for. The psychology behind this move is something almost any business can use. And there's a hidden angle United isn't putting in the press release. Stay with me. Here's the announcement. United's new long-range Airbus jets will each include one Economy Plus row where the middle seat stays permanently empty. In its place is a fixed table with cup holders, shared by the window and aisle passengers. They go on sale later this year. No pricing yet. United will be the first U.S. airline to sell this as an economy upsell. European carriers have done this for years. As I discovered on that Lufthansa flight, their short-haul business class is often just economy with the middle seat blocked. It doesn't feel special. But I'll admit something, I was still glad nobody was sitting there. That reaction, glad about nothing, is exactly what United is monetizing. Think about it. On plenty of flights, you might get an empty middle seat for free. So why would anyone pay for one? It's because of a principle behavioral scientists have named the certainty effect. Humans don't value a 70% chance of something at 70% of its worth. We overvalue moving from probably to definitely. A good chance of comfort still leaves you checking the seat map, watching the boarding door, doing that silent countdown as passengers file past your row. United isn't really selling space. They're selling the end of wondering. From the moment you book, even months out, that question is answered. And that's the key insight. Customers will pay a surprising premium, not for a likely better outcome, but for a guaranteed one. If the single-row experiment works well at United, it's easy to imagine them adding a flexible option for additional rows or trying it on other aircraft. Now here's where it gets interesting for your business. Every product line has a middle seat. The thing that sells last, sells least, or only sells when everything else is gone. The standard playbook says, discount it, move it. United did the opposite. They took their slowest moving inventory and sold its absence at a premium. So which is it? A seat or an amenity? Actually, it's neither. It's certainty made physical. And notice the design detail, the table. United could have just left the seat empty. Instead, they installed something you can see and touch. That's smart, because paying for nothing feels a little foolish. Paying for a table with your drink on it feels more like a product. If you ever sell certainty, if you can, give it a tangible marker. But here's the part United is not advertising. On these jets, blocking those middle seats permanently reduces the coach seat count just enough that federal rules require 4 flight attendants instead of 5. 4 instead of 5. The same move that both creates a new revenue stream also offers the possibility to cut operating costs on every single flight. United says they don't plan to do that, but we'll see. That's the signature of a truly great pricing decision. Combine a revenue opportunity with a cost reduction. So here are 3 questions to ask about your own business. First, what's your middle seat? The dead hours, the worst table, the unsold capacity. Before you discount it, ask whether someone would pay for the guarantee of avoiding it. The restaurant table far away from the kitchen, the hotel room away from the elevator, the guaranteed response time. Second, where do your customers linger in uncertainty? Delivery windows, appointment times, refund policies. Every probably in your customer experience is a candidate for a paid definitely. Third, make it tangible if you can. Certainty is invisible, so if at all possible, anchor it to something customers can see. One warning though, this only works if the base experience stays honest. The moment regular economy feels deliberately degraded to push the upsell, or the moment a guaranteed empty seat gets filled, the trust evaporates and so does the premium. Sell relief from uncertainty. Never sell relief from misery you created. If you remember one thing from this video, make it this. Customers don't only pay for what you add, sometimes they'll pay even more for what you promise to take away. Start looking for the empty middle seats in your business. Thanks for tuning in.